Alright, today I got something fun. This is a little Via EPA board, which uses the Via Eden X2, I believe it's U4200, yep, U4200 processor. Another fun Via non-Intel, but still x86 CPU. Let's see, it's got 64 kilobytes of L1 cache and 1 megabyte of L2 cache. That's per core. Runs at about 1 gigahertz. And today we'll be putting anti-X Linux on it. Anti-X? I don't know. It's Debian based. So, I'm a Debian guy. Get you a fast fetch here. See, I'm running Debian now. Wow, that's ugly going through the logo like that. Damn! Anyway, Debian based and systemd free, which I am currently running systemd, so perhaps this makes me a little bit of a hypocrite, but with the whole fucking age verification thing, I've decided I'm no longer a systemd guy. I've become one of those assholes, and I intend all future installations to be, of Linux that I do at least, to be systemd free. And then this one is also intended for installation on onto flash drives. So here, we'll power up the monitor. I still don't know what that flash is. Used to be a lot worse, like it would do the whole screen, then I opened it up and cleaned it out. It sort of fixed itself. But I actually found a sticker for an AMD Phenom 2 in there. And taking that out seemed to make it work, but anyway. Oh, I should also tell you how I managed to power this. So, we've got, it came with this funny little Molex adapter, but you'll notice that's a male connector, which is the same as what's going to be on most power supplies. So you can't just plug it in directly. Take this adapter here, you'd plug this end into your power supply, and then you get 3 extra little pigtails. And the plug it uses is the same diameter as your typical barrel plug. I don't know what that is in particular, but the center pin is a lot larger. So I couldn't just use a normal power supply, and I don't have an extra one of these. And I thought, hey, maybe I'd like to, run a hard drive or something at some point. So what I did was I soldered on this lead so I could use a normal 12-volt wall wart supply like what you see down there. And then embedded in this tape, I added a little voltage divider to get 5 volts on the Molex. I believe it's 200 ohms across plus 12 and plus 5, and then an extra 150 ohms across plus 5 and ground. So yeah, here we go. Sat down to play my guitar some, and it started doing that again. I don't know what to make of that, but I don't care to fix it right now. So I think I'm just going to move on to trying MX Linux.
There was a little Spanish flea, a record star, he thought he'd be. He heard of singers like Beatles, the Chipmunks he seen on TV. Why not a little Spanish flea?
Alright, I've booted MX here. This is the same thing that happened last time. All you gotta do is hit Alt F1, and hey, we're here. Root. And we'll run. I found that for whatever reason it prioritizes this drive over this drive. I'm not sure why, but yeah, that's fine. Keeps doing that. Oh yeah, probably because this is the clock battery. You'll notice it's not attached. Yeah, that's because it's a piece of shit and the end fell off it. I have others somewhere, I believe, but yeah. Wait, do they have a GUI installer? GUI. Install. Start X. See, and that's what happened last time. Oh shit! Snapshots. I am quite liking this. Driver installer for NVIDIA users. Imagine needing your own driver installer. No such things are necessary when you're using the power of Via Yabba MX Tweaker. That's what happens when you give MX Linux too much fent. Gathering information. I am sure you will be fucking shocked. Installation is chugging along slowly, but you know, what do you expect? We've got two ancient thumb drives for storage and a crappy off-brand x86 CPU. Hey, at least it's dual core. That's better than most of the shit we get around here. But I thought we'd go over a few of the fun things with this board in particular. So, first of all, the reason I bought it actually, this is an ITX board. This is an official standard. It's Pico-ITX, not Mini-ITX, which is, you know, what we typically refer to with ITX. Some point I want to get all of the official form factors. So I'm coming along nicely. I've got Pico-ITX. I bought this board thinking it was Nano-ITX. It's not. But I, of course, have Mini-ITX and ATX, Micro-ATX. Have two nice EATX boards over there. Yeah. Like that, they say. Usually statements like, it didn't work, are not helpful. Good on them for including that. Yeah, what else? I seem to have a lower spec version since I only have one SATA port. But most of the important stuff is the same. What else? Via C9 graphics. Sure, whatever that means. Two UART ports. This is the entertaining stuff. LVDS. Whatever fucking SM bus is. So it is like more industrially oriented, of course, because you know that was sort of Vi's deal. Built industrial boards. That is getting quite toasty. Tell you what. Alright, we're still doing okay. Already know what we can do. Nope, not what I asked for. Can you go any smaller? No, you refuse. Damn it! All that typing for nothing. Hello? There we go. Not sure what that was. But hey, we can stick you down there. Nice. But yeah, this is a very industrial oriented board. Yeah. Theoretically, there's a PCI slot embedded somewhere in there, but I don't think mine has access to it. And interestingly, the only actual port on this is an HDMI. All of the rest are on add-on boards. So it came with the P830-A add-on board, which gave you VGA, USB, and Ethernet. So that's that. And then on top of that, you could have gotten all kinds of things. Serial, more serial, even more serial. Or in my case, what is it? Headphone, more USB, and a USB Mini. I'm not sure what the goal there was. Like, what is your... I'm not sure what that would have been doing. Maybe UART debugging? Yeah, pretty cool. It is sort of intended as a Windows system, but, you know, fuck that shit. I actually do want to put Windows XP on here at some point and then do ranked benchmarking on it, which I think that would just be funny. Honestly, I'd like to do like proper ranked benchmarking for all my weird systems. Like, of course, I have this in my other Via system. I have that, which has a tiny little atom. What else? This is pretty normal. That's just a 2nd gen i5. That thing has an Intel N100. That's all the most entertaining PCs I have as of now. I do have a few Cyrix systems. That could be fun. The rest is just kind of boring Wintel and some AMD. Actually, yeah, AMD processors. There's another one hiding away in there. Pentiums. All about the Pentiums. Fuck yeah. Yep. What else? I want to find something interesting to talk about, but once you get over the fact of, holy shit, it's a tiny ITX system with an x86 Via CPU, it's a computer. It's a slow, shitty computer. 3D printed this nice little boat for it to sit in. I won't be sharing the files because it's a piece of shit. Maybe if I design something better one of these days. But the thing is, usually I would just mount it up on standoffs, but the mounting holes for this are not very good at all. Just trying to waste a little time here, you know? My quote-unquote power supply is doing well, not getting too hot. Yeah. Oh, I think I should just bite the bullet and cut it here now. Around 40 minutes later, it gets backfilled to create a swap file. What fucking ever. We got 4 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, sure it just flashed something up. I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna assume that's it saying, "This is great, we're done." And I can reboot. I sure fucking hope. God damn, my CRT is one of these two things is having a moment. And I don't like it one bit. Getting this thing started is a little funky because I think the power supply might be a little weak, so you just gotta watch. Plug it in and unplug it until the light comes on. Alright, here it goes again. We'll see if it actually installed. Yeah, as I mentioned, no CMOS battery. Nothing. Ah, shit. Well, I think that means maybe then it's time to pull out the big guns. Here, I said big guns. Let me install a hard drive real quick, then we'll retry that. Figure I'll show you around the BIOS while I'm in here. There you got the Via Eden X2 U4200, 2 gigabytes of RAM. There's all that for you. Say the configuration. Oh yeah, and I do have the hard drive hooked up, but it's not running, which I don't like. Well, no matter what I do, I can't get the hard drive to spin or show any signs of life. Even, I know it's a working drive, but at least in this configuration, makes me wonder if, what is it? The power supplies are doing something more than just providing 5 and 12 volts and sometimes 3.3 volts. Third time's the charm. Now we're gonna try Alpine Linux. I've had very, very few issues with installing that, even in strange low memory, low storage conditions. So give it a go. Let's see. Hey, what gives? Okay, well, I just tried Alpine in Grub 2 mode, and that worked fine. Very nice. Actually installed Alpine good few times before. Via Pico. Oh, my camera's all over the fucking place. You know what? I just remembered. Ethernet is bullshit to set up if you don't let it do its thing. I'm doing this again. I'm plugging it in. Raspberry Pi guys thought they had it bad with cable spaghetti. But anyway, try that again. US via Pico. I like it because it remembers everything. Yeah. Hey. Bad password. No shit, brother. I always fuck this up. America. No tab autocomplete. America. And Shiprock is just regular fucking Pacific. Or Los Angeles. Lima. Come on, Vancouver maybe? Vancouver. Busy box, yeah, sure. We'll just let it find the fastest repo for a while. Alright, now it's just user setup. Focus. Not ASD, SDA. System, please. Yes. Alright, well, we'll let it do that then. Alright, now we're just doing Debian. I'm too lazy to figure out what was up with Alpine. And I wanted to do Dev1 or whatever. See, I've tried downloading it a few times now, but installation. Fuck you mean it isn't mounted? Yeah. What happens if I say no? Yeah, you can see my internet's being bum slow right now, so I don't know what's up with that. But I had a Debian ISO laying around. This is a little bit of an older version, 13.1 instead of 13.4 is the latest. After much pain, I have finally gotten Debian installed on this. Wasn't too much of an odd process. Ventoy didn't like it for whatever reason, so I had to burn it to an actual USB standalone. The only other odd thing is that, I had to use the small drive partitioning scheme, which, a gigabyte drive, nothing too unexpected by that, but, I mean, shit, you can browse the internet on it. I certainly hope you can. Fuck, this thing always astounds me with how god-awfully slow it is. Yep, there it goes. Hey. Browsing the internet on a Via Eden X2. Let's do some Googling here. I have decent enough internet. This is like, I don't know, it loads quicker than this. Let's look at some cars. Pull up a wiki. Oh, never mind. Well, it's having a moment with the low screen resolution, but that's not really its fault. Do a little fucking multitasking here. Let's buy an electric car. Wow, that input is great. Hey, it handles HTML fine. Buy a charger. Oh god. This is a pain. Look. See how delayed the scrolling action is? Yeah, let's buy a third goddamn electric truck. Hey, this one's a US electric car version, which is you can see it actually does still use a Hughes inverter. This is what the original Impact prototype had. Roughly, it was based on the Hughes Dolphin inverter, and GM was just selling these around trying to find, they had this EV technology. This was before the California mandates, but they didn't really know what to do with it. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Wikipedia works great. Wow, this is like shockingly good. Hey, 145 Express. Alright, we've got the preview. It's taking its sweet time. There it goes. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, it's a 73. Yuck. Wonder. There we go. This is a fucking long shot. While we wait for that to load, I can do you a little fast fetch here. Oh god, close Wikipedia. Oh man. I'm curious if this is more because if this is more because of the crap ass CPU or because we have all of 2 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, let's see. Yep, yeah, look, it's more of a memory issue. The CPU is actually not doing much. That's holding up okay. Here we go. I have never seen Fast Fetch chug that much before. Holy shit. But granted, it did not do that when I didn't have YouTube. So that's evidently what is going on. Yeah, sure. Biat. Stomptomizer. Biat. Oh god, there's ads. I always forget about this, that there's ads. Yeah, we won't be able to hear it. Well, actually, you know what? I got some headphones here. Playback does, yeah. Plug in our headphones. Oh god, it's frozen. Wow, it is properly frozen. Holy shit. Can I even... Oh, sound's coming back momentarily. I mean, they're headphones, so you can't hear, but I sure... Mrs. Claus is having a moment. Wow. This is extraordinarily pleasant. Okay, it's paused. Nice. Oh, you got. Well, I was able to use the system for a little bit. Oh, my mouse has disappeared. This is why I'm actually one of those guys that has excise down there for that very reason. I've actually found, especially now that I'm rocking 2 screens, they get lost. Perhaps can we turn down the settings, please? How much fucking swap are we using? Oh god. Yeah. Oh yeah, now the CPU's really having fun. Okay. Settings. 480p, that's hilarious. I'm flattered you think this can pull that off. Okay, now can I pull up stats for nerds? Full screen. Oh god, okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, here, I'll give you the... Well, now you can hear, but you can't see. There. Best of both worlds. I wonder how this is coming through. Yeah. What's our dropped frames up to? 686 dropped of 887. Wow. And he got denied. Aimless tool. Wow. Now that is something. I want to close, open a new tab so I can close. No. Don't start. Don't let's start. Nice. Alright, here. Let's see how quickly fast fetch runs. Wow, okay, it's still chugging then. Okay. Well, maybe I was lying. Oh, here. While we're at it, I want to show you the boot process of this thing, because it's a little bit different from what you might expect. Hey, buddy. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be fucking banging the CRT. It's not its fault. Yeah, it bites back. What can I do? Reboot. I haven't installed sudo yet. BSD guys are an interesting bunch because I went to a conference once and there was a big BSD panel that year. Oh, now we get this. Reboot. Yes. And one of his big points was sudo is bloat. I don't know. It's funny seeing a grown-ass man yelling about how sudo is bloat. There's our nice little boot splash. Grub, yeah. Now it sits here while it loads the RAM disk for forever. Because, I mean, we're working off a shitty little 8 GB drive. Gotta cut it a little slack. I'm gonna pause it because I'm running out of recording room. Okay, so once it's done that, we wait here for a little while. And then no support for this CPU. Fuck ass IRQ shit. Inconsistent, very well. Decided to stop recording there, but as you saw, we got a whole bunch of fucking CPU related errors, which I never get anything like that except on Via CPUs. But then started SDDM service. This isn't gonna stop. I don't think I've ever seen this stop. So you gotta go here. Do Alt F2 to get to console 2. And then yabba dibba dooba. Then you manually run StartX. Give it some time. There's our mouse. Hey! Wait. It's marking our drive as removable media. I wonder what would happen. Hoo. Failed, the device is busy. Okay. Cool story. Now, there we go. I'll give you a look at the actual device itself now. So, while it's still hot off the oven, this is the actual Via Epia P900. What is there to talk about here? 2 USB ports normally. As I mentioned, this little expansion board came with all of these. Then Ethernet, VGA, sensible stuff. What is it? This HDMI is the only port that's actually on the device, like soldered to it. All of the rest are just expansion boards, which mine came with this expansion board, which makes it a little more suitable for desktop use. As I've mentioned, you could have also gotten ones with more serial ports, more, I don't know, SPI, maybe I2C headers, stuff like that. You know, it's an industrial port. Is this a little guy? Maybe. But let me wedge it out of the little quote-unquote case I printed here. I just wanted to keep it up off the table, and I forgot to leave any fucking margin for error. So this conforms exactly to Pico-ITX specs, which is 7.2 by 10 centimeters. Yeah. So I've kind of been considering this thing an SBC. I don't know if it really counts as one because we've got a RAM slot there. But yeah. What else? Here's our SATA. Not sure what that micro USB is there for. I've mentioned that before. Have a 7-segment display. There's LVDS, a few other things that supposedly has PCI on it, but mine isn't populated. And then some really pretty decent InnoDisc SODIMM. Yeah, you can see this board is absolutely packed with stuff. Yeah. And, you know, well, threaded power connector. All very standard industrial board stuff. As I mentioned before, I'm running out of recording time. But I do have a few future plans for this thing. I want to, I don't know, maybe max this out to 4 gigabytes of RAM. And ultimately, I did not manage to put a System D-less distro on it. But I'd like to try again. Because Debian can actually be made System D free. So I figured this is as good a test bed as any, probably a worse test bed than most. Which nullifies the first statement, but iwi. We're gaming on the Via. Just wait till you see how long it takes this damn thing to start the race. Here comes the bird. Last time I actually got it up to 100 degrees, so I'm going to see if I can do that again. So I have fix. The nice thing is I can perfectly time the boost. Turn you moron. Alright, now you can see we're bumping around 99. Come on, just give me 3 digits here. Play ball. We did it! 100. Oh, there it goes back. We're at triple digits. Okay. Alright, now I get to show you my solution. Check it out. I'm just plugging it into the SATA connector here. Where the fuck did sensors go? God damn me. Oh. Somehow I think that made it worse. Holy shit, it did not like that. Alright. Whoa! The desktop icons just went. Jesus. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. No fucking shit. It's like no longer concerningly hot to the touch. Terminal, please. Did you get anything? No, I think she's fucked. Well, that was that little thing. Hope, I forget what I was saying there before I dropped it and stopped recording, but I don't know. Neat little thing. Maybe we'll see more of it. Maybe I'll see you again later.